Ice Spice just landed on the Fortnite island and has been crowned the new queen of the shark. There's even a giant inflatable in her honor. But while that change might be pretty obvious, Fortnite had made some secret changes too, some of which you won't believe. In Chapter 2, players love landing at the shark to get Sky's insanely overpowered mythic AR and grappler. But with the new boss, Ice Spice, Fortnite has made some secret changes to the weapons to take it to the next level. Not only does it do more damage and shoot faster than the gold AR, just like Sky's did.
That scar is good, man, it's good.
Ice Spice Mythic now gives you pepper effect too. This means you move faster when you're holding it, which is crazy. But for mobility, Ice Spice's grappler is even more busted. You can go unbelievably fast with it. But watch out, Ice Spice is pretty crazy, and she chucks snowballs that explode and send you flying with ice everywhere. Another secret change is the pit at Pleasant Park has finally been opened, along with the choppa for easy rotates out. Fortnite secretly made some huge changes in FNCS 2, and I'm not talking about the multi-million-dollar prize pool. Winners used to have received the Axe of Champions, but since that came to the item shop, 1,200! Players have been eagerly awaiting its replacement, and it's finally here. The brand new Blade of Champions. The new reload map is amazing, and it's awesome to finally now have solos. But if, like many players, you've been missing the OG map, you're in luck. You can now play both. Fortnite have secretly changed it to automatically rotate between two maps every 30 minutes. But that's not the only time Fortnite has secretly changed reload. Do you remember when Allier said this?
There's a Diplodocus!
It was hilarious, and it turned into a huge meme.
Full on embraced his meme.
So huge, in fact, that even all these years later, Fortnite changed the new reload map to include some more Diplodoncuses in his honor. For the longest time, there's been a great war waging in Fortnite between the most unlikely enemies. Garden gnomes and teddy bears? They had great armies and were even taking prisoners. But for Remix, they suddenly seem to have been made friends? They're working together, sharing campfires, and even waiting for each other in the bathroom. Cars have been in Fortnite for a few years now, but for Remix, Fortnite secretly made some insane changes to them. The new lowrider actually has hydraulics now, a totally new feature to the game, and it didn't take players long to find that there's a crazy glitch with it. If you spam the jump button, you go flying into the air, and Nick A30 found out that if you're on PC and you bind the jump button to your scroll wheel,
Scroll as fast as you can.
you can go super high. But that's nothing compared to this player Zemi found. They had taken it to the next level. They can even go so high, they just completely disappear and seem to never come down.
Bro, he is gone. He went back to last season.
This glitch is super fun. If you want to try it and you're struggling to find a lowrider, don't sweat. Fortnite has made it so the Whiplash secretly has hydraulics too. Did you know there's a way to get 2 mythic drum guns on your team? Previously in Fortnite, when you defeated a boss, they would just get eliminated. But in Remix, Fortnite made a huge change, and now they join your team. The craziest part is, they don't even lose their weapon when you pick it up. So this means that if you beat Snoop, you end up with 2 drum guns on your side.
Mythic drum gun wielding, in fact.
And if that wasn't broken enough, he chucks stink bombs and drops double G bombs for you to use too. Snoop's not the only boss that'll join your side though. And if you beat Meowtis, he has infinite splashes and will heal you all game. At the start of Chapter 2, vending machines were vaulted, but that has changed with Fortnite Remix and they're back in the game. But Fortnite had made a secret change to them that I'm not sure is intentional. Sometimes Fortnite will scam you, and even though it's advertising as purple, it'll give you a blue rarity instead. Hopefully they fix this bug soon. Everyone loves the OG mythic drum gun, but did you know Fortnite has secretly changed it for Remix? Don't worry, it's just as overpowered as the OG, but this time the smoke that comes out of the barrel makes it S-safe for Snoop. Gotta love that attention to detail. In Chapter 2, choppas were everywhere, and they were a ton of fun, so players couldn't wait to relive some of the funny moments they remembered. But Fortnite made a secret change for Remix that the community was freaking out about. Instead of them being all over the map, on the first day of the season, there was only one. And shortly after the season dropped, Fortnite vaulted them entirely? But good news, Fortnite's added them back and they're everywhere again. With the new map came new POIs, and it didn't take players long to notice something at the dog pound. In one of the rooms, there's an invincible chair with 999 on it, which many people are speculating is for Juice WRLD. Back in Chapter 1, you could find police cars all around the map, until one day, they mysteriously vanished. It came out later that Fortnite thought it was a sensitive topic, so they decided to remove them. But with the release of Remix, they had secretly added them back. The new bosses in Remix are awesome, but did you know that Snoop has a hidden secret? If you dance with him, he changes edit styles mid-game and turns into a real dog?
Look, yeah, turn into a dog.
Chug Jugs might be the best heal to ever be in Fortnite, but they had a big problem. They took ages to pop, and you were a sitting duck while using them. But fortunately, Fortnite had made a secret change to them, and now you can move while consuming them. It's a small change, but it makes a huge difference. Does sunburned shafts look familiar? Well, if you're an OG, it should. It's actually shifty shafts from Chapter 1, with a few sneaky changes. Everything is mostly the same, but it's now desert themed because of the new reload map. Everybody loved the original pump shotgun. It did huge damage.
That was disgusting.
And felt super satisfying to use. But sadly, I can't say the same for the version that's in Remix. Although it looks the same and sounds the same, Fortnite secretly nerfed it into the ground, making it deal a maximum of 185 damage, even at gold rarity. So sadly, no 200 pumps this season. In OG Fortnite, everyone had their favorite spot to land, and this is Tfu's. It didn't have an official name back in Chapter 1, so players came up with their own names, like Little Mexico and Westworld. And now it's back in Reload, and better than ever. It's officially been upgraded to a main POI, and it even has its new name on the map, Adobe Adobes. Remember the vault at Caddy Corner in Chapter 2? It had tons of insane loot inside, and with the release of Remix, players were hyped to see it back on the map. But Fortnite made some secret changes. There's no kit, so you can't get the card or get into the vault, or at least you're not supposed to be able to. Somehow, players have found a glitch to get in that's surprisingly easy to do, and the loot is just as juicy as ever.
All right, we actually got like a loadout here. I'm not trolling.
Boogie Bombs were one of the most powerful and fun items in the game, and players were hyped for its return. But Fortnite has made some secret changes to it, and they're awesome. It's now known as a double G bomb, and when hit with one, players are now forced to do the super rare Tidy emote. Tidy was last seen in the item shop over 700 days ago, so if you've been waiting to use it, here's your chance. Winning in Fortnite is super tough.
How to get good at Fortnite, because I am a bot. Every now and then, you have to be strong enough to say, I need help.
But in Chapter 2, Fortnite secretly changed that with the introduction of Slurpy Swamp. All you had to do was build a wall in this specific spot on the map, and you could glitch out the game into healing you at an insane rate, basically making you invincible and guaranteeing the win. Fortnite have always said skins don't give a competitive advantage, and they're cosmetic only.
Hubba, hubba, hubba.
But in Season 4, the awesome new superhero themed battle pass dropped, and people couldn't believe their eyes. One of the skins secretly had a way to go invisible? It was surprisingly easy too. All you had to do was unlock the Zoe skin, equip it, and as long as you didn't get too close to other players, they wouldn't be able to see you at all. It didn't take long for the community to realize this, and soon enough, everyone was wearing it. So Fortnite were forced to disable the skin, and they fixed the issue. Gold is a valuable in-game currency that you can use for all kinds of stuff, from buying big pots to hiring NPCs. But did you know Fortnite secretly made it way easier? It looks as if the only items you can get from vending machines are displayed for sale, but that's a total lie. If you throw an EMP at one, it'll spit out a pile of gold, and you can do it over and over and over. In Chapter 5 Season 3, someone even found out an insane trick with it. You could take it to the next level. Since the battle bus has a built-in EMP, you can park it next to a vending machine, spam it instantly, and get max gold in no time. In Fortnite Season 1, if you got to level 25, you could obtain the Mako glider from the season shop. This was the only way to get it, so it was one of the rarest items in the game.
I got it. No way it's OG, is it? Is it actually, guys? Cool. You're telling me this is the rarest glider in the game?
That was until January 2nd, 2018, when with no heads up at all, Fortnite just released it into the item shop. Players were excited and rushed to buy it, but those who missed out were super disappointed. In Chapter 3, Fortnite added Klombo, and he was so cute, he immediately became a fan favorite.
So where do I stand to get redeployed? Oh, shoot! You're a legend! Whoa.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
The community was devastated when he got removed, and as the seasons went by, sadly, it was looking like it was set to never return. But it turned out Fortnite had secretly been working on an awesome new version of Klombo the whole time. LEGO Games even built this giant LEGO Klombo in real life to mark the occasion. Understandably, some players were sad it wasn't the OG they knew and loved. But good news, it turns out Fortnite wasn't telling the whole truth, and it turns out you can actually still find both Klombos in LEGO Fortnite after all. In Chapter 3 Season 3, Fortnite released an awesome new pickaxe called the Dragon Rune Lance as part of the Battle Pass. But Fortnite had made a secret change to this pickaxe that pros figured out in no time.
Ready? 3, 2,
3, 2, 1.
nice crack. Nice me. I'm on a Smith. You see his box?
Dead.
Okay.
I killed one.
Mine. 100. Good dude. Oh my God, Pink. This dude is so broken.
If you had the pickaxe out, nobody could hear your footsteps at all. They didn't even show up on visual audio. You could walk right up behind someone, take them by surprise, and there was nothing they could do. Fortnite has always said pickaxes are all the same and don't grant any competitive advantages, but this one certainly did. And getting eliminated to players exploiting the bug felt like a total ripoff. But that's not the only thing Fortnite secretly changed. Remember the bunkers in Chapter 5? You were supposed to only be able to get into them late into the game.
Can we get these vaults open? Oh my god.
But waiting for them to open could be a drag, and this player had had enough. So somehow, they found a secret way to get in, even at the start of the game. With most of these vault glitches, you're stuck in there forever. But they even found a way to get back out again, making it super OP. In 2018, Fortnite's Boogie Down contest had players dancing for a chance to get their moves made into a real game emo. But the top 100 received prizes, including Sparkle Specialist, a Season 2 Battle Pass skin? Fortnite had previously told players that Battle Pass skins would be exclusive and only ever available in that Battle Pass. So they must have secretly changed their mind on that one. Some of you OGs might remember the semi-auto sniper rifle. It was decent back in the day, but when it was brought back in Fortnite OG, Fortnite had secretly changed it and it was super overpowered. At only blue rarity, it did 101 damage to the body and 250 to the head, enough to make it one-shot headshot even in zero builds. If someone headshotted you with it, there was nothing you could do. It felt like a total ripoff when this thing eliminated you. They didn't say why, but thankfully Fortnite removed it from the game pretty fast. In December 2018, PlayStation released an exclusive pack containing the Prodigy skin and the Tabulator backbling. 5 years later, people on the other platforms would finally have the opportunity to buy the backbling as part of a locker bundle. Or so they thought. Even though Fortnite showed it in the item shop, it wasn't actually part of the bundle at all. Some of you OGs might remember this one. In the early days of Chapter 1, pump shotguns had a hidden secret that Fortnite didn't tell anybody. Fortnite said the pump was for use at short range, but players found that to be a total lie. It could do crazy damage at far distances too, and people even started calling it the sniper pump. It was ridiculously broken, so it was fortunate that it only took 24 hours for Fortnite to notice and secretly nerf it. Farming mats is never easy, and finding metal can be especially hard. So you can imagine how happy players were when they found this secret way to get infinite metal. You could keep farming the gas pump all game, and it would never break. Having your whole squad maxed out was a huge advantage, so it won't come to as much of a surprise that it wasn't long before Fortnite sneakily changed it so the glitch didn't work anymore. But years later, someone actually found a way to do it again. If you parked your car on the repair pad, you could farm it indefinitely while the pad repaired the car. That is 200 IQ. Fortnite has always said skins don't give any advantages or disadvantages, but I think they might have secretly changed their minds because some skins are literally pay to lose. Check out Boba Fett's starship. It blocks half of your screen. Or Frostwing. It's massive and shoots ice blasts. Talk about making yourself an easy target. Perhaps the worst of all though is the Millennium Falcon. Fortnite didn't mention it practically flashbangs you every time you deploy it, making it totally unusable for a lot of players. With the release of Rocket Racing came new cosmetics, and some of them were really expensive. The few starter pack quests contained a bunch of cool stuff, and Fortnite said it would cost $9.99. That was unless you were in Hungary, where Fortnite secretly changed the price to only 25 cents? At the start of Chapter 4, Fortnite introduced augments, but they forgot to mention that there were some completely broken combinations with them. It turned out, if you combine the Soaring Sprints augment with the Dub shotgun, you could fly so high in the air, enemies couldn't even see you. The strat got super popular, with a ton of content creators trying it.
I'm down to 42 shots. I can drop you 10 shots. There we go. I dropped 2 stacks. You see that?
Oh, he got some. He got him. He got him.
So it wasn't long before Fortnite removed the Dub shotgun from the game entirely. In Chapter 2, Season 7, Fortnite added something that secretly changed inanimate objects like rocks and caravans into weapons of mass destruction. UFOs were released onto the island, and Fortnite said they won't eliminate you. But players started experimenting, and it wasn't long before they found some crazy ways to get eliminations with them. Players were getting picked up by their teammates. They were picking up boulders, but Nick A30's discovery has to top them all.
He is definitely dead. Oh yeah.
You could actually pick up these giant metal crates and wreak absolute chaos. Some of you OGs might remember this one. In Season 8, Fortnite released a new pickaxe called Star Wand, but they forgot to mention it had a secret feature. Instead of the usual 20 damage per hit, it did 56.
Yo, what is going? Epic!
meaning you could 2-tap somebody off spawn. Fortnite has always claimed items are purely cosmetic and grant no competitive advantage. But in this case, it was absolutely busted. And for the unlucky players on the receiving end, it didn't feel too good. It was pretty epic if you were the one using it though. Back in OG Fortnite, Tfue found a secret way to shoot enemies without them being able to hit him at all. It was insanely broken and he used it at every opportunity until eventually Fortnite patched it. They said it was fixed for good, but when Chapter 2 launched, it was running on a whole new engine, and with that saw the return of the super OP exploit back into the game. With the launch of Chapter 5 came a brand new map nicknamed Helios, but while most of it was discovered pretty quickly, there are some areas even players today don't know about, like this secret cave at the far east side of the map. It takes a while to make it inside, but it's totally worth it. There are a ton of chests and even coral buddies. There's even a porta potty that leads back up top, and for a good reason. On the rare occasion porta potties have been disabled, this place has become a bit of a death trap as Storm closes. Over the years, it's pretty safe to say people's favorite weapon is the pump shotgun, especially the epic and legendary rarities. They hit like dump trucks, and the community were devastated when they were vaulted in Season 9. Years later, in the run up to Chapter 4 Season 3, it was looking like the pump was finally set to return and players were super excited. But sadly, Fortnite had changed it entirely. Although it looked like the pump, it was actually the sharp-toothed shotgun, which was nowhere near as OP as the OG. In Chapter 3 Season 1, Fortnite added in a secret way to win every game with just a tent. You could hop inside of them at any time to heal up. But when Fortnite made it clear that this overpowered feature was bounced out by the fact that they're breakable, they didn't mention that if your tent did start breaking a storm, you could pack it up, place it back down, and it would be good as new. This meant that players could out-heal the storm forever and get free wins. It was completely busted. Do you remember the glitch to get under the OG map? It was super funny trolling people with it, but it could also be super OP. And getting eliminated to someone doing it felt like a total scam.
I killed him.
Understandably, Fortnite didn't want everyone finding out about this, and it wasn't long before Fortnite snuck out a patch to fix it. But in Chapter 5 Season 2, someone found out how to do it again. It worked just the same as before, and it was just as overpowered. Rare skins have always been exciting, and everyone likes to take pride in their awesome collections.
Love that. That is probably one of the most sought after, most spammed skins.
But with the 29.20 update, without warning, Fortnite removed rarities entirely. A 2000 V-Buck legendary was suddenly reduced to just another regular skin like all the others? Needless to say, the community was outraged, and theories quickly emerged as to why Fortnite might have done this. And the 4.2 Fortnite update added in the Storm Tracker, allowing lucky players to see the next 2 storm circles.
No, wait. Oh, I had the storm tracker. That isn't in the patch notes.
Needless to say, this was super OP. So much that in less than 30 minutes of it being added to the game, Fortnite secretly replaced it with the jetpack. Some of you might recognize this skin, iconic. Fortnite said it was exclusive for Galaxy S10 owners back in OG Fortnite, and everyone wanted it.
Oh, is that the announcement?
Yeah, what's up, baby?
What?
Look how sick. I know, right? How sick is this?
So much that some people even bought the phone just for the skin. So it won't come to a surprise that those who had spent a lot of money for the skin were outraged, when without telling anyone, Fortnite added it into the item shop for free. It was only in the shop if you were on Android, and it was only in the game for an hour. But if you somehow managed to get it, Fortnite actually let you keep it. It was awesome for those lucky few, but the OG owners weren't too happy. Compared to the OG days, the Chapter 5 map is pretty big, so people are always looking for new ways to get around. And with the release of the Cybertruck, Fortnite added in a hidden secret that you won't believe. If you stand on a particular spot on the roof, use Fizz, and then hit the nitro ring, you can go warp speed. But you're not going to believe what Fortnite secretly changed next. Fortnite made it pretty clear that we're going to be able to fly with the Iron Man's flight kit, but they didn't mention we would be able to fly forever. Typical Gamer found out that if you use Iron Man's flight kit in combination with Shuri's Black Panther claws and a jetpack, he could fly indefinitely.
This is like the Fizz dub strat.
And never have to land because of the cooldowns.
I mean, this is how you win while you're eating your dinner, you know?
It's so OP, he even had time to stop and have a bite to eat. But eventually, he flew all the way up to height limit, stayed up there until the storm closed, and he did a heal off for the guaranteed free win. After the absolute insanity of the Infinity Blade, Fortnite admitted they had messed up, making it so overpowered, and they would be more careful in the future. But unfortunately, when Season X rolled around, it looked like they had changed their minds with the release of the mech. They were possibly even more overpowered than the Infinity Blade, and some players even found a glitch to make them totally invisible.
What? It's invisible! The mecha is invisible for me!
As if they weren't already overpowered enough!
The
dude.
In the early days of Fortnite, something so powerful was released onto the island, it would change the game forever. That is, if it was in the game for more than a few minutes. This player found a secret weapon, the Zapotron. And this is the only footage ever recorded of it. It was only in the game for a minute, and it wasn't until years later with the release of UEFN that players finally had a chance to use it. But it turns out, even the Zapotron is no match for Klombo. Wanting unobtainable cosmetics is nothing new, but it's not a problem for everyone. And in Chapter 2 Season 1, this player couldn't believe what they had found. The item shop had glitched, and they could buy old starter packs. They shared what they had found on Reddit, and it wasn't long before people figured out the secret way how to do it. All you had to do was change the date on your PC. That's crazy! With the release of Ranked, the community was excited at the idea of a new competitive game mode.
Bronze 3, let's go!
Before they made some secret changes that weren't immediately obvious. It turns out, with enough patience, anyone could get Unreal Rank. Laserbeam even managed to get it by doing literally nothing!
There's nothing more fun than not playing the game at all.
Every game he would do the same thing. Land in, find a spot to hide, and that's it! He didn't get a single elimination. It was ridiculous!
Yes! No kills! No wins! No movement!
With the release of Chapter 2 Season 5, Fortnite announced a new feature, sand tunneling. But they didn't tell anyone about how glitchy it would be, and players quickly found a new way to use it to go completely invisible. Although it could be used for some really funny trolls.
Wait, where'd it go?
That was spooky, wasn't it?
Yo, the gun's back! Oh my god, look at that!
It also totally broke the game, letting you get free wins, so Fortnite disabled the feature entirely. Eventually, Fortnite announced that it was fixed and re-released back into the game, only for players to quickly find out it was actually still broken. New skins coming to the item shop is always exciting. Dang. But when the shop reset in Chapter 5 Season 4, nobody could believe what they were seeing. It looked like you could purchase a bundle of the Moniker, Fortune, and Stash skins only for 1,200 V-Bucks? Unfortunately, if you did purchase the supposed bundle, Fortnite would secretly change it, so you'd only receive the Moniker skin. Players are always looking for ways to get easy wins, but this one takes the cake. In Chapter 2 Season 5, at the center of the map, Fortnite added in the 0 point, but had a secret feature nobody knew about. Fortnite said it would heal you up to 100 health, but it would actually heal you up to 100 every time you went in it. And this gave the X2 twins an epic idea that nobody saw coming. They built a giant sky base all the way up to the 0 point so they could keep going through it and heal up the storm forever.
So pretty much, you rinse and repeat until you've won the game.
It was basically a cheat code for free wins.
Literally winning the game by running in a straight line.
On the 9th of August 2024, people were hyped to see the new X-Men skins in the item shop, only for them to be removed a few minutes later. Fortnite made no comment, fueling speculation over whether or not it was an accident or just another marketing gimmick. But either way, the skins officially came to the item shop just a few days later. Fortnite Battle Royale is famed for its cool and crazy looking skins, but Save the World has some pretty unique ones too, and Metal Team Leader is no exception. You could buy in a pack for $19.99, and some people bought it just for the skin. So imagine how they felt when Fortnite secretly lowered the price to just 1,200 V-Bucks and released it to the item shop a short while later. Back in Chapter 2, Fortnite secretly changed the loot pool without any type of announcement, and suddenly, the prop gun was everywhere. People were finding it out of chests, NPCs, even just lying around on the ground, and it was chaos. For some reason, it quickly got removed after being only in the game for 1 hour. The community was devastated, but fortunately, it was added back in the next update. Players are always finding crazy new ways to get around the map, but in Chapter 2 Season 2, Laserbeam found out how to make boats fly in the air.
Yeah, planes are unvaulted, boats can fly. They say there's no mobility, you're right.
This was wild, and it was even more broken when you consider at the time, cars weren't even in the game yet. So it's no surprise it didn't take long for Fortnite to quietly push out a fix for it. In Season 7, the cheer people hit the item shop, but when players were finally able to buy it and get into the game to try it, some were met with a nasty surprise. Fortnite showed the bushes in the item shop as green, but their color actually changes depending on which biome you're in. They can turn green to brown, or even snow, depending on where you are on the map. Did you know in Chapter 2 Season 2, there was a totally insane glitch that let you get free wins? At the start of the season, Fortnite added decoy grenades that created bot versions of yourself to confuse enemies. But here's the crazy part. If you threw one just before you got eliminated, it would actually confuse the game dream too. All you had to do was spectate until the end of the match and you'd be crowned with the epic victory royale. You didn't even need to get eliminated by another player. So it wasn't long before players were building up, eliminating themselves to fall, and farming win after win. Needless to say, this was totally busted, and Fortnite changed it pretty quickly. If you guys enjoyed this video, you'll definitely enjoy this one. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe.